adder. It is Tuesday. Yeah, you've just watched the other video. And we've got a chance of rain tonight, so get at her. What are we doing? Well, Piper Doug forgot to talcum powder his rollers, and she wrapped her. It's on the metal one. It's not the rubber one. That's what you would think. Nope, it's not the metal one. It's not the rubber one, it's the metal one. Why? Well, if you look at that tells you why. Why do you put the powder on the rubber one if it's the metal one you're trying to powder? Well, it's actually hard to put powder on the metal one. So the reason that you do it this way is the rubber one will then coat the metal one in the powder. So you're all asking, well, why is this such a thing? Because people who are not John Deere will be laughing at this, saying, well, why? Condensation forms on the metal one. So we had rain, and we've had a few nights heavy dew. So that's what you see on there is the drips. I don't know where they come from. Yeah, we got a good drying wind, that's for sure. So basically, you're supposed to do this every time you go out to start baling. You don't need to undo the net wrap, but you need to powder the roller. And yeah, everybody's always jibing on John Deere because when you have a John Deere, you have to do this. A lot of other balers, you don't have to. Anyway, it's a small step. Anyway, you don't need to use a whole bunch, and you definitely don't need to use John Deere's patented powder. But so we'll just start the net wrap just the same as you always do and get at her. So yeah, I'm gonna get at rolling these up and get after. I noticed the back tires on this tractor are starting to get pretty dangerous, so let's hope we get through the end of the field. Piper Doug, why are you moving bales when there's still baling to do? So yeah, in the previous clip I may have shown that the back tires on the red tractor were questionable. See the tractor? See the baler? So yeah, I got halfway. I got the faraway block done. I got into the next block. Next thing, and fluid spraying into the air. So yeah. And I was talking to Mrs. Piper Duck, because Piper Duck had a little bit of a mental breakdown because blue tractor, green tractor, orange tractor. So yeah, yesterday was just a little bit much for old Piper Doug. He had to take a little step away, calm down. Oh, I think you've got your eyes all blurred. Is that better? I don't know if it is any better. So that's probably going to be the title of this this video. The debt comes due. People will go, what does that mean? Well, we have a very older line of equipment, and I know a lot of people do. But because when we had the family farm, we had a lot of newer stuff, and then we had a lot of older stuff that was just sort of backup machines. Well, the backup machines are now, they're the quarterbacks. And a lot of stuff that got overlooked, like tires and things and hoses, those debts are now coming due. And they're all coming due at once. Like finding this big mouse nest in the wiring harness of that blue tractor. We had to put all new front tires on that blue tractor. The swather, the big drive tires, all have to be replaced. That's getting done tomorrow. And then all the oil leaks on the swather, that's all getting done. That debt has come due. We've been jimmy rigging our way through it. Now that's getting fixed. The red tractor stepped up to the line, but as I showed you, we knew that the rear tires were going to be an issue, but we didn't want to put a bunch of money into that tractor if it wasn't necessary. Well, we found out this year that that old red tractor has saved us. That old red tractor has made over 150 hay bales, and that will pay for a set of tires many times over. So he's getting 2 brand new back tires. No, not finding old worn tires for him. He's getting 2 brand new set of tires. Now, that's going to be $2 grand. But he baled a lot more hay than $2 grand's worth. So, he's earned it. He's earned that right. So, new belts for the balers. That debt's coming due because we bought older balers. So like I said, everything is coming down to debt coming due. There's some tires on this trailer that are going to need some attention here right away. That debt's coming due. The fence is getting updated around the farm. Has been a long debt that's coming due. So, like I said, that's why the title of this video will be The Debts Are Coming Due. Because it might seem like it's a lot, but it's one of those where once these jobs are all up to date, we're so much further ahead. And we do have a cracking good first cut of hay, and as you can see, we're off to a really good stand on the second cut. So we're in good shape this year. So Piper Doug just needs to learn to take a step back, listen to his wife, because she's always right. Don't tell her I said that though. And yeah, just look at all. But my mum used to do that. She used to say, I can't believe what all you've accomplished just in these couple of years. Yeah, we've done a lot. We had a 5-year plan once we took over the farm to get everything up to date to where it needs to be. And it's been a long, hard haul. Piper Doug hasn't had many days off. But a couple more years in the plan and all the fences will be updated. All the equipment will be up to date. And we'll be able to farm just because that's what we love. We love to farm. We love our cows. I love to make hay, mostly. I just would like for things to maybe break down one at a time, and I know that's a lot to ask, but anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna load bales all day today. Apparently, the Curtis who was working on the swather, he's coming tomorrow. His first port of call is to come and take a look at that Ford tractor and see what all it's going to take to get it fixed. And he's here to do also the next round of updates to that swather. So there is the new solenoid block that I already have. He's going to install that. He's going to replace a bunch of seals and hoses and do all the diagnostics on why the header is not running at the RPMs it should. So Curtis is taking care of the blue tractor and the swather. Because that's Piper Doug's other big lesson. I can fix stuff, but if it's stuff I'm not quite sure about, pay the right people to do the right job. Do it once. Because I can have a go at it, but I might have to do it twice or 3 times. I don't have time to do that anymore. I've got to pay the right people to do the right stuff. And hopefully tomorrow afternoon-ish, the mobile tire shop from Fountain Tire in Verdon will be here. They're going to put the 2 brand new tires on the old red guy, and they've also got 2 brand new tires for the swather, because those tires are really badly cracked. I think I showed that in a previous video. So we're going to be in good shape. Anyway, I got a lot of bales to move. As you can see, the great wall of fodder is growing, and yeah, I'm gonna get back to me and old Johnny getting her done. You know, oh my gosh, and I almost completely forgot to tell you all. So, you know how we talked already about the orange tractor? We figured we have it licked. We figured out what the problem was. So, I'm gonna enter a picture here. What you're looking at is, apparently, and this goes back to the folks up at Show Lake Farm Equipment, at the Agco place, that had the first go at the tractor but didn't figure it out. And yes, I'm still kind of bitter about that, but not going to dwell on it. So what you're looking at is a corporate email or information at the AGCO level. And for those who don't want to go back and freeze frame and zoom in and read all of that, what you're looking at is, that's a letter talking about that piece of hose that we talked about last week that came loose from the charge pump to the main hydraulic pump. They knew that that hose is an issue. When it gets cold, it shrinks and it falls off of the connector between the charge pump to the main pump, and it causes noisy hydraulics and disruptive pressure, oil pressure. They knew about this. They created an update. So it's a new piece of pipe with a ring on it, like you would get on a radiator pipe that has that ring where you put the hose over it and you put the hose clamp on and it will not come past that ring, that rib in the pipe. Well, they did that. They created an update, but they did not put it out there for everybody. So it took them forever to find this. That's why you cannot find the old part on the internet, because they took it down. But they did not install the new part in its place. They left it open. So that's why it's taken them forever to find it. So now, Dennis over there at Jody's, they've got a new bit of hose. So they're putting it back together. They're waiting for a couple of O-rings. And Chris up at Shoal Lake has the actual updated AGCO piece of pipe coming. So that way that if it doesn't work, the first one that Dennis has, they've got the one from AGCO that is the updated version to put on it. So there you go. Finally, after 2 years of chasing our tails, trying to tell them I thought this was what was wrong, and it turns out at AGCO they knew this was wrong and they just never told anybody, like a bunch of a-holes. So look forward to seeing the orange tractor back sometime soon, because that would be handy in this job with a shuttle shift instead of the crash shift. Anyway, get back at it. Yes, it's sprinkling with rain. Well, it's just starting to take shape, guys. So, like I said, that's the silage pit spot. So we got the first length in, and then we got the next 3 on the go. And then we've got half the bales in from the big quarter, but like I said, I won't be hauling in the next half because they are crop bound, I think would be the best way to put it. So we'll sort them out when we do the next cut. We'll bring them in separately because I want to keep the cuts separate. Yeah, blinking rain. You get none, and then it's like piddle, piddle, piddle. So yeah, and here's the next group. So they'll all get stacked down here, and tomorrow the old boy gets his new shoes. I don't know when the last time he ever had new rubber, but probably not in this millennium, that's for sure. So yeah, just got, I think about 50 more bales to make, and then that'll be us caught up with the balings so far. So yeah, the outside run is coming back real quick, and the inside part, because it was laid over, was actually quite a lot of stubble. There's quite a lot of stubble left to protect the new growth, so I think it will come back pretty quick all by itself. He's got a cover crop put in there. So I'm going to head, this is one of our roadsides, I'm gonna head along here, I'll bring you back. So yeah, there he sits. So this is the bad thing. I really don't want it to rain. I don't want it to rain right now. I don't want it to rain at all, but I don't want it to rain right now because I've got to get a mechanic down here tomorrow to work on that tractor. And if it rains, the only way to get him down here is to go out the farm, go out the mile, go 2 miles south, go 2 miles east, and then come a mile up to the north to come over here. It's some whole hoopla doopla turn around hokey pokey just to get to the same spot that's a mile straight over the section. So, fingers crossed, by the time y'all are watching this video, you figured out what was wrong with the tractor and it's a simple fix. But knowing the way things are going around here, it's not going to be a simple fix and they'll have to have it loaded up onto a truck. But we can hope. We can hope. There's always hope, everybody. So, one way or t'other, the old fella's getting his new shoes tomorrow, and hopefully this rain doesn't amount to much tonight, and I can get the last of that baling wrapped up, get these bales all picked, and then I can get to this expansion. Like I said, I just like things to go smooth enough that I can get my work done. I'm not even looking to go to the lake and sit around and drink margaritas or nothing. I just want to get my work done. That's all. Simple stuff. Anyway, so if this new shorter videos more often is what you all are after, then stick it down there in the comment section. And yeah, we'll I think what we'll do is we'll do Tuesday, Thursdays, and maybe a Sunday. Kind of break it up into 3 videos in a week. We'll see how that goes. That's the thing, is right now when I'm doing 1 video a week, I usually have to dump about 15 minutes of video or more. So anyway, hope you all have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video. And like I said, hopefully we'll get the rest of these made, because I'd really like to be able to say that's the end of First Cut Hay 2024. And like I said, we shall title this When Debts Come Due. And I'm not even talking about like when the family was farming. Like when we bought that old John Deere, that he had the front tires scrubbed off of it. Those tires were pretty messed up because of that big snowplow blade he had in the front. And that probably had a lot to do with how that front axle, the front pin, ended up breaking and falling out. So he got more than his fair share of work out of that old tractor. We got it cheap, so there's a debt to pay. We ended up being the ones to pay it because we got the tractor cheap, because he had royally used it. So, like I said, the blue tractor, we haven't put a lot of money into it. Well, now the debt's come due. The old red tractor there, it was sort of just used at a loss. Well, now it's actually come in quite handy. Well, there's a debt come due, so that's my wisdom for the week. So, like I said, hopefully next time we see you, we'll have new rubber on the old guy, we'll have new rubber on the swather, and we'll be making headway. So, thanks for clicking on the video, and see you in the next one. Yakida!